5 of the minor pentatonic is probably the least used box, but its easy fingering and kind of unique shape really open up some really nice, interesting blues lines for us. Hello and welcome back to the channel on our continuing voyage to become better blues players. My name's Mark and we're now up to lesson 12 in a series called The Blues in 5 Boxes. That is looking at how we navigate a 12-bar blues using each of the 5 box positions of the minor pentatonic. And today we're now up to lesson 12, which is going to look at box position 5. As I say, probably the least used box. So the way the lesson is going to work, first of all, I'm going to talk you through and show you box position 5. I'm actually going to do it in 2 different places because we're in the key of A. We can actually find box position 5 down here, which might suit beginners slightly better. Or if you're a bit more adventurous about getting up the dusty end of the neck, I'm going to show you box position 5 up here as well. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to talk you through how we can use the different notes that are available in box position 5 to navigate the chord changes in a 12-bar blues. And then you're going to see me play an example solo. In fact, you're going to see me play the same guitar solo twice. Once up here and then once down here. And then what we'll do is we'll come back on the other side. I'll tell you about the tab and then I'll pull the licks apart and show you them one by one so you can get them into your own playing. Okay, so we're going to start by looking at box position 5. So I'm going to start in the low position here. And it's located between fret 2 and fret 5. If you find our root note, today we're in the key of A, so we want to find an A note. Find that on the G string and play it with our index finger. We're kind of gonna anchor everything off there. So it's an easy shape. There's also, you can think of it as locating it from the A, the root, on the 2 E strings, one here and one here. And our shape, I'm going to do it from the high strings down. We play the strings effectively in pairs. So the first 2 strings we play with a 2 fret interval. And then the next 2 with a 3 fret interval. And then the next 2 with another 2 fret interval. Okay, so the whole thing, I'll just play it through. And it's important to know where our root notes are. Okay, so though that's the shape, it's reasonably easy to learn and easy to remember. In a 12-bar blues, we have 3 chords. We have an A7, a D7, and an E7. Over the A7, we're going to focus on this note here, or sometimes this one here. In fact, in the solo, you'll hear me play licks where I'll play one then the other. And do that kind of thing. Okay, so then when we go to our D chord, we want to, which is the 4th chord in the scale, we want to find the 4th note, which is a D note, and there's one here. So we can emphasize that note when we're over the D chord, but kind of more interesting, we might want to bend to it by taking this note here, G string, 5th fret, and bending it up whole tone. Okay, so those are the notes we're kind of gonna dance around when we go to a D chord. Then when we go to an E chord, well, we've got 2 of those. We've got one here and one here. So we're gonna emphasize those. So over an E chord, for example, we could emphasize this one here. Move down to the D chord. Back to the A chord. And then maybe emphasize this one here for the remaining E chord. Okay, so those are the notes and there's how to find them. We can just transpose that all the way up 12 frets and we get these notes here. So if you're a bit more adventurous, you could play the scale up here. And again, D note here, E note here, D note, A note to E note. Okay, so those are the notes you kind of got to play with. There's some cool stuff with box position 3. There's a lot of kind of hammer-ons and pull-offs because of the shape of it. You can do those kind of things if your technique's up to that. What is nice, I'll do this one down here, but you can do it in either place, is our root note here, and then go to the 5th fret and play the G string and B string together and give it a little bit of a dirty bend. So you can do those things. So those are kind of some of the cool things that I like to do in box position 5, and you'll see those throughout the solo. So what we'll do now is I'll show you the solo. First of all, I'm going to show you we'll start here. I'll show you the solo played in the low position, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the high position. So here's the solo. Okay, and now I'll show you the same solo, but in the high position. Same licks, just sounds a little different because it's higher. Actually, before I do, I want to remind you that this is lesson 12 in a whole series. All of the lessons are available on Patreon, and some of them, 5 of them, are available on YouTube as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see 5 lessons, 1 in box 1, 1 in box 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But if you're on Patreon, you get lots more lessons. I think there's about 15 lessons in the whole series. Okay, so what you'll see now is me playing the same solo, but playing it up here. So here's the example. So if you would like a free copy of the tab to accompany this lesson, my details are in the description below. Send me an email and ask for the tab we're calling this Box 5 in A Lesson 12. Next time I'm online, I'll simply reply and send the PDF to you. The PDF includes the tab both in the low position and the high position if you want to learn both, or if maybe you find the high position a little bit too intimidating or a bit difficult to get up the dusty end of the neck, you can do it in the kind of the low position. The only downside with the low position is that that stretch is a little wider, so I end up doing that stretch, that 3 fret stretch between my index finger and middle finger. If I do it up high, I tend to use my index finger and ring finger. Also, when you're bending that note there, I find that easier when it's up high because the string is looser, kind of the nearer the middle of the neck you get. When it's down low, the string's a little harder to push. So lick 1 now goes like this. 1, 2, 3. And nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was lick 1, that's over the E7 of our little intro. Next chord in the intro is a D7, so this is lick 2, and it goes like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Okay, so that's lick 2 over the D7 to A7 in our intro. I'll do it again nice and slow. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a... Okay, then we get to lick 3. Lick 3 is now going to be over the final E7 last chord in our little intro. And it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we get lick 4. Lick 4 is going to end our intro and start the 12-bar blues proper. And it goes like this. Nice and slow. And that little move where I hit the octave, you're going to see that crop up in quite a few of the licks. So then we're up to lick 5. Lick 4 kind of ends by hanging over the A7 chord. So now we're going to move to the D7 chord, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that was over the D7 chord to A7 chord. Now, still over the A7 chord, we're going to play lick 6. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice and slow, starts a little pull off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, lick 7, really easy. It starts with that bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and lick 8. And lick 8 goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and lick 9. And lick 9 goes like this. 1, 2, 3. And nice and slow. Okay, lick 10. Lick 10's the tricky one. There's a lot of notes. It's all triplets. You could count it like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Okay, but there's a couple of tricky pull-offs in there. I'll take it up to speed and then take it and then do it nice and slow. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Okay, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Okay, so nice and slow. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Okay, and again, one more time, really slow. Okay, and then lick 11. Lick 11 is going to move to the E7 chord, so we're going to really emphasize this note here. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lick 12 is going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nice and slow. and even slower. Okay, and then lick 13. Lick 13 is going to go like this. Okay, and lick 14, final lick in the lesson now, and that's going to go like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. Okay, and nice and slow. You'll notice in lick 14, we're over an E7 chord to an A7 chord. So we're emphasizing these notes, E7 to A. Okay, so that was all the licks there. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember, this is the 12th lesson in a 15 lesson series, plus, as well as the lessons, the Patreon supporters also get some practice videos as well, so they can practice along with me to these things, plus Guitar Pro files for all of the solos and MP3s for all the backing tracks and those kind of things. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Take care. We're nearly at the end of this series, so take care. I'll see you again soon.